Have you ever went to a market and then nothing had a price? And no matter how much you were bargaining, you could not get the price you wanted. Yeah, that's an everyday life story from China, and especially with a foreign face, it's even harder. Lingling is back with another video on how to survive China. Yes, and today we're gonna talk about the haggling society of China, or bargaining. We can say bargain as well. So in China, bargaining is like the most important thing you need to learn, or like according to me personally. The first time I went to China, I went into a market and I was so excited, everything was there. Like, it was like a dream coming true. I was coming to paradise. Yeah, clothes, of course. I'm a girl, so I saw clothes, I saw shoes, and I was really excited. So I started asking around how much for this shirt, how much for that thing, and it was really expensive. And I thought, that's kind of weird, you know, but when she said this amount of money, I should pay it, right? So yeah, I did. And now, fast forward 5 years, I'm like, oh my god, did I really pay that much money for a stupid white shirt? Really? How could I be so stupid? Yeah, but embarrassing. But yeah, I learned something from that. You learn from your mistakes, right? So today we're gonna talk about bargaining in China and how to survive this crazy thing. Every time you go to a market, every time you go out to buy something, well, obviously you can go to the big shops and malls, but in China there are just a lot of markets and it's a fun thing. So yeah, I want to give you a little bit of advice on how to deal with this. Let's say if we're in Beijing. Beijing has a lot of markets, but most of the markets are made for tourists. So they know if you're a tourist, you will pay more for everything, which is why it's really hard to bargain there. The thing is that they are used to really rich Americans and Scandinavians and everyone else coming to China and be like, oh my god, I can get a fake Canada Goose for 1,000 renminbi. Yeah, you can also bargain it down to 400. That's the thing, you just need to know how to do it. And I would say the first thing, as I said earlier, because of the face, it can be really hard to convince them that you're actually living there. Always say you're living there, because no matter if you're not or if you are, it's just really important, because then they're like, oh, she's more used to Chinese culture, she knows that she has to bargain. Then, second, in China, guanxi is very important, relations, right? So, when you meet this sales lady for the first time, you need to establish some kind of guanxi, some kind of relation to her, with her. Yeah, it probably sounds weird because you just want to buy that really awesome, great copy bag standing beside her, but you have to go through this if you want a good price. Yeah, so I would definitely recommend you first to go and get some food, get some drinks, and be, you know, just very energetic, have a lot of energy, and be ready to this, because it can be, I call it a mission. I would call it a mission, yeah. So when you get the bag, mission completed. But until then, first establish some guanxi, good guanxi with her. Talk to her. Use Mandarin. If you speak Mandarin, it's very important to use it. No matter how much you know, try your best, because the Chinese are very flattered when you know the language, and usually you can talk the price down just because you know the language. First, have some food, get ready. Establish some good guanxi, good relations with the sales lady. Use Mandarin. Yeah, she's gonna be impressed. Then tell her that you're a student, you have no money, but you really want a bag, so you wanna give a certain kind of low price. You have to settle on a price you want to give, and then you start lower than that, because that's the whole activity of this market thing. So basically, she will say 1,000 renminbi and you say 50, and she will say 800, you will go to 100. Then she will say 5 and you say 150, and then if you only want to pay 150, you stop at 150. She will say 600, you will say, but I'm a student, I only have 150. Well, anyway, so you bark down and you only want to pay 150, so you stop at 150 and she keeps going down. You say 150 and she's like 170 and you're like, ah, okay, 170. Then both of you guys won because she got a little bit more than you wanted to pay, but you're still satisfied because it's not too much more. So you save face, which is also a very important thing in China. If they can save face, they're gonna be happy with you. Also, another thing, if your Mandarin is not that good, bring a Chinese friend. If you're a girl, bring a Chinese boy, because then they assume you guys are together. It means that you're even more cultural, you're even more Chinesey. So I actually did this before. It's a little, there were a pair of shoes and I really wanted them, and I thought I'm gonna go all in. I wanted to be cheap, so I had this gay Chinese friend, and he was like, I like boys, but it's not okay to walk around with boys in China. It's still very yeah. So he asked if he could come with me, and we walked together, and I like put my arm in his arm, and it was really cute, and everyone was like, oh my god, they're together, she's so Chinese. And yeah, I got the shoes, I got the bag, I got everything, and I was so excited. So yeah, that's working as well. Bring a Chinese friend if you're just not ready for the whole bargain thing business, you know, the game. Yeah, you should bring a Chinese friend. So if you start working and they really want to sell you the product, they're gonna scream at you like, oh, come back, you know, and you're like, no, and they're like, oh, I'll give you a better price, and it's back and forth and back and forth. So that's why it's just a part of the game, so don't worry, it's totally fine. Taobao, that's my last advice. Go to Taobao if you're too tired to go fighting in the markets. Yeah, or else just go for it. Have fun with it. Have a, you know, explore. It's a big experience and it's fun to try, and if you hate it, that's okay too. I sometimes do as well, but you should definitely go and have a try. I hope you guys learned a little bit from this video and you're ready for the Chinese market. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up because I need it. And if you have anything to say, any good advice on how to deal with a Chinese bargain, comments below, and subscribe for more videos from Lingling. Until next time guys, 再见!